So this is the victim today. We got a motor wire due to some irresponsible quadcoptery on my part, and paid the price. So I'm going to try to solder this back on and put the zip ties on here this time. So we'll have a chance to keep them on there this time around. Always put your zip ties on your arms. And there could be some other damage. It was a pretty bad crash. The arms could be broken, the back could be broken. We'll see. So we're gonna grab these tools over here. Some tools. Oh no, wait. I want to use my. I want to use these tools. I have a set that I take with me into the field that's more streamlined. But I forgot my portable soldering iron. I usually don't bring it. I mean, shit. I'm not a professional. I can always come home and do this. Um, well, yeah, I need wrenches. And I'm not sure I'm going to upload this one. It was oh man, doing things that I shouldn't have done. They call that killing the hobby, I think. Well, I was doing that double time today, and I apologize to everyone. Uh, I got carried away. What can I say? The power, and really, this was the first time I had been in a big field and had a chance to open it up and go full throttle. So, yeah, it looks like it's not snapped or anything. So let's take it apart and look inside. It's pretty loose. The bolts are already pretty loose. But this definitely was a crash test and shows some of the durability of the thing. It's much more durable than I thought it was. I don't know why. Looking at it, I kind of thought it wasn't. But if I had that zip tied down like I should have, I wouldn't even be here. So still got all these screws here, and hopefully carefully everything will come out. We won't have to unplug anything. But if we do, it's not a big deal. I like those clamshell frames that open up. I can take two screws off and they open up. That's pretty cool. Oh, dropped my wrench. Should be able to do this by hand. Maybe it's all about to come apart here in a second. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I could take off the antenna because that's on a connector. I don't think of it. It's like a viable situation. Use a little bit of light. Soldering unit. All these solder shavings just fell down on the floor, little pieces of metal. Damn it. Alright, so heating the soldering iron up. We're going to need some rosin flux. Not rosin flux. I don't think I need to unplug this. It looks like that, but it should be reasonable like that. Not better things. It's hard. Yeah. Looks like it's lifted most of the pad. So it's down to this level. Okay, so I got the solder back, the joint soldered back. It's not the prettiest, obviously. I'm not an expert at this, unfortunately. But it sounded like I can feel it's not going to move or anything like that. So I guess I'm stuck with it. Alright, so turn off the soldering iron. This thing is hot, man. I mean, I touched myself with it for like a half a millisecond. It felt like it just burned me down to the bone. Didn't actually. Luckily, you can touch it for a millisecond and you'll be fine. Well, not fine, but you don't want to get burned by the gun. It's not going to burn you in a millisecond. Try to reattach this part here and see if we can get it back in there. It passes the tug test. That's the first time. I do want to make sure before we put this back on, I want to do something. I don't know what to do. Shit. Oh, but tighten the arm bolts or at least check to see if they're broken. This one is loose, but it doesn't seem to be broken. So we should be able to tighten it from the bottom. After we put this thing back on. Take one of these screws. Turn it up through the bottom of this. Find the hole. There we go. Looks like the solder joint has held like it's supposed to. I'm gonna try to make sure you don't pinch any wires under the frame. I don't want to tighten it down too much just yet. I think that looks good so far. Go on there, see some of this come in. Tighten that up. I don't know where it is. I find when you're torquing these things down, sometimes you want to use like a star pattern, like when you're changing a tire, and it'll become apparent why. You just want to keep things even. That's the best way to do it. Don't just go one after the other in a row. Take some care to make sure you're lowering the whole surface down at once. So it'll be even when we finally get it tight. We got our frame back together. And before I start using it again, I'm going to surely do the right thing and tie these down with zip ties thoroughly. But before I can do that, I'm going to tighten some more bolts. I don't want to tighten the stack. The stack is good. Just make sure that's not loose. Those are usually the inner bolts. You get those outer bolts. And sometimes the nut will move. Even though you got a little bit of a challenge. All four of my nuts are moving. They're a big challenge. Just going to put some pressure on the top. I'll use these vice grips. Keep those on there and should hold it still enough. When you tighten it on, hopefully you can strip the process. All right, there's one. Yeah, I would be pissed if I broke it again. Now we go back and start over. Hopefully that won't happen. Stripping it up and then. Which is good enough. They're not moving in the front. They are in the back, so let's get the back too. We're sticking this. This is onto the bolt, so he's holding it for me. I go on the other side and crank it down. Hopefully it won't strip again. It's totally straight. So we got the arms tight. That was the goal. We got our wishing jigs. We got our motor wires soldered. Now we got to, before we test it out, put the tools away. And then these tools are very important. When you get far with the fence wrenches, hex wrenches. It's a bane of my everyone musician folks. You can't live without it. Let's see. The hubs on these dowel props are so much bigger than the stock props. I need to get some low profile nuts because they're barely getting into the grippy part of the nose stick. I mean, But yeah, I need to worry about that later. I just want to make sure it's working again. Anything else, Joe? We got our soldering tools. They go soldering guns. Iron is cooled down a little bit. This is portable. This goes in a jump bag here. And one of those batteries was a little bit higher voltage. I'm going to use that one, I think. Got our Tyrannus in here. Our goggles. Oh, shit. Cheap bag, man. I hate that. It's a good looking bag, but that's a sign of a cheap bag. It was given to me for a review, and I don't take quadcopters for reviews. I pay for those myself. I might sell them afterwards to recoup some of my money, but I'm not taking any money from anybody who's a manufacturer or who's associated with this business, because I see how much it affects your objectivity. Even if you think it doesn't, that's bullshit. If you think it doesn't, then you're probably bullshitting yourself, which is even worse. Or you're just lying to people, which is however you look at that. Before I put it on, make sure the door is open, because it could spark and explode. To be honest, I think that's probably what it's going to do. Because I've never done a repair like this, and I probably screwed it up. This goes with the other goggles. I'm missing one of these. Damn. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now we have two. All right. But we don't need them right this second. Oh, we have two. Let's put them up. And we're going to use this. Turn the fan up. Sorry, Mr. Cat, you got to move there, buddy. All right, so just in case we have an explosion, Mr. Cat, you need to go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm sorry, buddy. I know you love the sun, but this is for your own good, buddy. I'll see you in a little while. I'll be back for you. All right. I feel like I'm just dealing with something poisonous and dangerous. I'm going to go ahead and put the battery inside of the cage here. So it didn't explode, but it didn't start up either. Okay, there's a red, the receiver's got a red light on it, so it needs to be rebound. That's good, I don't have to worry about a fire though. But you see what I mean on the receiver? There's a red light on there, so it's no longer bound to my Tyrannus. So I just need to go ahead and do that again. I don't know what it is with FrSky, FrSky transmit receivers, but in a crash, sometimes that seems to happen. So now I got to do bind it dance, which I really, really hate actually. Um, and let me make sure we haven't lifted up any of the solders for the damn receiver. Uh-oh. Looks like we might have. No, yeah, there's black, red, and yellow. No, there's the, okay. So there's still solder to the flight controller. I didn't see anything undone between those connections between the F flight controller and the other parts of the stack. Everything looks good there. Everything turned on. I didn't check the video. I should have checked it. Oh shit! Wow. Well, that's some damage. Damn, there's always something that you just didn't notice. The camera is jacked to the sky due to the crash. Hopefully this didn't cause any secondary issues, but it might have. It might have destroyed the receiver quite possibly. To see how that is a bad design on my part. Anyway, let me see if I can rectify this. You can come back in now, Mr. Cat. Looks like the coast is clear. No explosions. Looks like everything's safe. So I'm gonna need to try to. I had this idea about installing this receiver. Turned out it wasn't such a good idea after all. Good grief. All right, I'm gonna go about this another way. There's too much stuff in there. You can still uncover yourself. Just take it out. I might have to undo my lovely job with this HD cam. That's gonna have to come off. Just so we can see what we're doing a little better. I don't know if this HD camera recorded anything at all today. I think so. Yeah, this thing is a piece of shit. Maybe it died in a crash. Let's look at this micro SD card and see if there's anything but gobbledygook on here. Shit, I'm going to be able to do this and live stream at the same time. Living and learning here. I guess you can. So it recorded something. Recorded a shit ton. Wow. But the last two they were not valid, so we'll delete those. So we got this one. Let's see. Can I do this video while I'm recording? Yes. Like post crash. I guess so. Yeah, that's all post crash footage. Let's look at the during the flight footage instead. I'm guessing nobody can see this but me. Is it gonna work? Yes. Wow, you can see that. Wow. the crash. There it comes. Look at how low you are. Yeah, that battery was just done. But I mean, you're flying towards these people with 5 minute old battery. You're taking another time. It sounded funny. Yeah, it's moving a lot. Wider for you. Which way? You've got to edit that. You've got to edit that, man. Yeah, this is a camera. I can't nobody can see this. Yeah, desktop. So that's it. This is just the walk of shame video. Yeah, completely post flight. No, this is. I know. This was not in the goggles. This was in the HD camera. So, you know, this is in the HD camera. This it actually works. And works good. It's just that the LED indicator lights work the opposite of how they do in the normal one. Normally, when you record, you see a red blinking light. This one is for perverts and upskirters. So when you turn it on to record, the red blinking light goes away. So, I mean, literally, that's the only explanation I can think of for such a simple technology to get something like that so wrong. You know, I mean, what else could you use it for besides a covert, not a spy level thing, just a pervert level thing. So, but yeah, that's my opinion. Just my opinion. I still have to get this damn thing free from this. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I'm usually good for not making the permanent, you know. Oh, we have the first video. These antennas are obviously coming off at some point, so we'll go ahead and do that. Check again. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So I have my flight video playing on one YouTube. But yeah, these antennas are coming off, but you don't want to just have them flopping around. You gotta get them out. Sticking the receiver to the camera was a dumb idea. I mean, that was world-class stupidity right there. And the camera installation is not that good either. So before I go any further, I do want to make sure I still have a camera. So I'm going to grab the pair of goggles. Now, I hate to use, these are my favorite goggles now. It's so awesome having 20/20 vision. It actually matters sort of for a change. I actually have an advantage because I don't have any complaints about any of the goggles. I've certainly never crashed because of a goggle issue, except for when I lost video completely. Obviously, then it's all over. But you see, in the first video that I did today, I was at the park and I was in a place that was too small to do what I did later, which was go full speed and crash. So there's no receiver on here, but I do just want to test the video system if I can. No smoke. And the one that I repaired did move. So, I mean, I know I did the repair, right? I'm just kind of happy about it. That's search here. So, yes, the video still works. Took VTX and everything still works. So that's good. I mean, it should because I only had one crash, right? It was a tremendous crash, but still. All right, so we can go forward with the repair. There's no sense in going forward with the repair if you know ultimately you won't be able to continue. With this one, I know we can continue on with the repair. Everything is working, so we should be able to get this right back in the air. All right, so I need something to drink. um. Oh wow. This camera is really back hidden behind a bunch of metal. It's never going to get broken. But it's hard to keep it locked into position too. So we've got the receiver free, and I saw that I do have to replace these antennas. I would like to see that it still works before I commit it to them. And I might just chop it all up and if I have to start over. Signal with you. So now I try to see if so we're red and green. I'm looking at it. Well, one thing to do would be to try to find it. This one. This one. Hmm. This one I had it in So I'll get a picture and see if we can. That sounds like the noise it makes when it's done so. All right, I have been having this issue with this knee, and I guess it's resolved now. So yeah, now it starts up. I had been using a battery that I thought was charged, and it wasn't. And that's a risk of these things. I've heard of people, if you ever let the battery go under a certain level of voltage, it may never work again. And it's not because it doesn't work, it's because the circuitry inside the smart battery will not allow it to work. It's kind of like a fail safe. So you got to be careful with these batteries. Yeah, fuck, at least I got my phone back. You know, and knowing that it's not super heroic. They're not flying one and sell it to somebody else. I didn't even make sure that this works. Nice there. So yeah, everything works. I'm not surprised. Now we got a receiver issue with this one, but it's good news. Everything is working. It's not good. We get another chance at the thing. So, I was gonna make a sale on Facebook. So, need to change that up. So here's the Xiaomi Mi. Don't worry, this is props. For my race drones, this is why I really don't have any desire to fly the slower photography drones right now. Eventually, when DJI releases another product, I'll probably get that. This is what comes with the Xiaomi Mi. You've got the stabilizer mount, you've got the camera, you've got the handheld stabilizer. So this camera will go on the handheld stabilizer, or it will go onto the drone itself. I'll just keep this thing on here. Try to keep dust out of the electronics. And so that looks a little funny, but it's a great handheld stabilizer. It's a great 4K camera. This is how you mount it to the drone. It comes with a transmitter, and the antennas go down like this. I do have the range extenders if you want them, but it's something I made myself. It's not a store-bought item, but it does, sorry about that, but it does provide the range that I'm looking for. Uh, where it is right now? Oh no, it's in the box. It's in the case here. So what I mean by that is I modified some DJI Phantom 3 range extenders to fit my Xiaomi Mi. So I just did it yesterday. So it zip ties onto the end. You know, that's not the right way to do it, but it does provide the range extension I was looking for. And I tested this out yesterday in the city of Richmond, flying miles over top of the city from over this James River into the city and back. It's got a 4 kilometer range or more if you modify it. So it comes with the quadcopter, which has these 2212 motors. I'm not sure if you keep up with that or not, but these are very big, powerful motors. Um, it has 4S batteries, so it's the higher voltage, not 3S or the smaller 2S. These are actually 4S, four cells in there. Uh, Very powerful drone, very powerful battery. The top speed is around 45 miles an hour. Um, in the bag, you get the propellers for the drone, which are not screw-on; they're clip-on propellers. So you have to look at the little instructions on there, but it's very simple. Never had an issue with losing a prop. If you're if you pay attention, this drone will not steer you wrong, but you have to pay attention to the instructions and stuff like that. Some people don't like to read the manual. I would say if you're one of those people, you probably should skip this. I remember watching the RC Sailors video review of the drone. It was just so funny, like how clueless they were. If stuff like this can really get under your skin, then this is not the drone for you. For me, it was no problem setting it up. I never had any problems with the thing, but that's not the experience everyone has. Everybody's experience has been different with the thing. So I'd just put it like that. If you're a person who doesn't mind having to read the manual before you fly, then you won't mind this. And it's not like it took 2 minutes. It took all of 2 minutes for me to get the initial calibration procedure, which I've never had to repeat, not even once. I even got a new cell phone after I cracked my old one. So it's a very reliable machine. But at this point, I'm like, man, I need to keep it and just use it to find my race drones when they crash. That's what I have been using it for. I'm not trying to lowball myself. You see the price that it's going for now. I think I forgot to put this battery in. I think what I'm asking is a fair price. So if you're interested, give me a call. Where is this?
Xiaomi Mi. Don't worry. This is props for my race drones. This is why I really don't fly the slower type of drones right now. Eventually, when DJI releases another product, I'll probably get that. This is what comes with the Xiaomi Mi. You've got the stabilizer mount. You've got the camera. We've got the handheld stabilizer. So this camera will go on the handheld stabilizer, or it will go onto the drone itself. I always keep this thing up here to try to keep dust out of the electronics. And so that looks a little funny, but it's a great handheld stabilizer. And it's a great 4K camera. This is how you mount the drone. It comes with a transmitter. And that's how it's going down like this. I do have range extenders if you want them, but it's something I made myself. It's for all that. Sorry about that. But it does provide the range that I'm looking for. Where it is right now? Oh no, it's in the box. It's in the case here. So what I mean by that is I modified some DJI Phantom 3 range extenders to fit my Xiaomi Mi. So I just did it yesterday. So it zip ties on to the end. That's not the right way to do it, but it does provide the range extension I was looking for. And I tested this out yesterday in the city of Richmond, flying miles over top of the city from over this James River into the city and back. It's got a 4-kilometer range, or more if you modify it. So it comes with the quadcopter, which has these 2212 motors. Not sure if you keep up with that or not, but these are very big, powerful motors. And has 4S batteries. So those are the higher voltage. The Xiaomi right now. Eventually, when DJI is an hour, in the bag you get on propellers. You have to look at the little instructions on there. But we got the camera. You've got the handheld stabilizer. So this camera will go on the handheld stabilizer, or it will go onto the drone itself. I always keep this thing on here to try to keep dust out of the electronics. And so that looks a little funny, but it's a great handheld stabilizer. It's a great 4K camera. This is how you mount it to the drone. It comes with a transmitter, and antennas go down like this. I do have the range extenders if you want them, but it's something I made myself. It's bought out. Sorry about that, but it does provide the range that I'm looking for. Where it is right now? Oh no, it's in the box. It's in the case here. So what I mean by that is I modified some DJI Phantom 3 range extenders to fit my Xiaomi Mi. So I just did it yesterday. So it zip ties on to the end. You know, that's not the right way to do it, but it does provide the range extension I was looking for. And I tested this out yesterday in the city of Richmond, flying miles over top of the city from over this James River into the city and back. It's got a 4-kilometer range, or more if you modify it. So it goes with the quadcopter, which has these 2212 motors. Not sure if you keep up with that or not, but these are very big, powerful motors. It has 4S batteries, so those are the higher voltage, not 3S or the smaller 2S. These are actually 4S, four cells in there. Very powerful drone, very powerful battery. The top speed is around 45 miles an hour. In the bag, you get the propellers for the drone, which are not screw-on. They're clip-on propellers. You have to look at the little instructions on there. But you've got the camera, you've got the handheld stick. Xiaomi Me. Don't worry. This is props for my race drones. This is why I really don't fly slower. My drones right now.